All these pretty Christmas songs. I think I'll have another beer. TV adverts, greeting cards. It's just another rip-off year. So put your money on your turntable and say Bullocks to Christmas with me. The Business were one of a handful of British oi punk bands who kept punk alive even after its flame had gone out. The heyday had worn off. In my interview with Brain Bleed's female lead singer Kira Colleen last week, we found out that Christmas is not a jolly holiday for everyone. Punk rockers in the UK shared the same angst and the same disapproval for the whole holiday season. The Business poked fun at Elton John's holiday classic, radically changed the lyrics around. Elton was offended by what he heard, calling their version obscene and threatened legal action against them. They went so far as to change the original title Bullocks to Christmas back to the title of his original Step Into Christmas to avoid any further legal action. Bullocks to Christmas was also the title and the title track of an oi punk 4-track holiday EP released on the Secret Records label 44 years ago, December 1981. Also featured on the EP were the Foreskins, doing their own obscene, lightning-fast, inebriated version of Slade's Merry Christmas Everybody, which was a #1 hit for Slade in 1973. The Gonads raced through, just like Stiff Little Fingers did back in 1979, Irving Berlin's holiday traditional classic White Christmas, and Max Splodge did his own totally sloshed, inebriated, incoherent version of the 12 Days of Christmas. Not the only time that laundry list of a Christmas song was done in 81. As Canadian hosers Bob and Doug McKenzie, Rick Moranis, and Dave Thomas also took on their own version. The greatest gift you give your true love for Christmas in their version? A beer. As far as Max Splodge's version goes, it's so incoherent that it makes Eddie Vedder's vocal phrasing seem very clear and concise. Hate to tell Elton John, but Bullocks was never an obscene word. A high court in England ruled in favor of the Sex Pistols when so many in the powers that be tried to get their first album and their only album, never mind the Bullocks, Here's the Sex Pistols, banned from record stores simply because the word Bullocks they thought was obscene, like a swear word. It wasn't. Well, the band I have on this edition of Local Loft, they're going to tackle Christmas time and totally tear it apart as well. They're not saying Bullocks to Christmas, but they're coming close. Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre. I have singer Josh Kandich calling in just a few minutes here. 2 days after Christmas, Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre gives you the gift of their bloody, gory, maniacal heavy metal onslaught. They're one of 7 bands to play Macabre's Holiday of Horror. Along with Brain Bleed, you heard me talk to singer Kira Colleen last week on episode 411. Bones, Condition Critical, and of course, the Masters of Holiday of Horror, who put it all together, and the Masters of Murder Metal since 40 years ago, 1985, Macabre. I'm going to find out exactly why they chose the 1974 Tobey Hooper slasher film classic. You got a Leatherface mask on your Christmas list for somebody under the tree this year? How about a chainsaw? And along with that, we're going to be saying Bullocks to 2025. Not before, of course, we realized that it wasn't a rip-off year. It was more like a very rich banner year in music. Everything from another sizzling and archaic outdoor punk rock taco show featuring Tire Fire to Goat Village and 13 Monsters' incredible benefit gigs there, which featured Tractor Boy. Wolf Dozer, that's a band who truly was a nice mixture of southern rock, power metal, and all-out thrash hardcore metal. Might they get Best Rock Album of the Year? There was the female-fronted alternative jam rock band Your Mom, who truly lit up the stage at Merchant Street Music Fest in Kankakee. There's just so much to go over. I put on my thinking cap. I've made my list. I'll have to check it more than twice. I'm a stickler for perfection. Don't need to make any mistakes here, but this is only my opinion. You can debate it around the water cooler if you want. Your Interview 2025. Local Loft episode 412. Plenty of smart, non-rip-off, original music in the Chicagoland metal, punk, alternative rock, and power pop scene. Put your money on your device of choice and step into the scene with me through every episode of this podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Macho Frost from Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre. You will stand before the party! I want to make you talk! You're the only fucking me! It's Christmas time, boys. This is Local Loft, the #1 spokesperson for the raddest band in the galaxy, Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre!
Maybe you've seen the movie Leatherface. That's about the only image that goes through your mind once you see it. Just some guy in a thick leather mask chopping up people beyond recognition. There's actually a band named perhaps after that classic Tobe Hooper 1974 horror film, Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre. They'll be rocking up a very jolly and maybe bloody good time a couple of days after Christmas, next Saturday actually, at Macabre's Holiday of Horror at Reggie's Rock Club and Music Joint. I have Josh Kandich, who is the singer of Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre. Josh, welcome to the show. And let me just ask you how you came up with the name. Is it totally based on the movie? What's the story there? Because you also have a namesake title track, which is on 2 of your albums, including your Super Turbo, which is your latest release you released last year. So how did you come up with the name for the band?
So we came up with it because the band started when I was in high school. It was like a project for like a cinema class, and we decided to make a movie about like a band that was a band, I guess. And we just decided to come up with like a stupid name for it. And we had just like a binder of like goofy band names and just like goofy names. And like that was just one of the ones that was in the binder, and we named it that. And then 12, 13, 14 years later, I'm still in the band doing it, and the name just never changed. So it's just a spoof of the movie title, but I don't know, it's just like something people really don't forget. We just stuck with it, and it's fun, and we're a fun band. So band names are pretty pointless. You can call yourself anything, so why not be something fun?
That much is true. Let's focus on the namesake title track of the band, because it seems to be that you're not going to take any of Leatherface's shit. You fry him beyond recognition. Is that about you getting back at him? He tries to hack you up, and then you just go ballistic on him and turn the tables here? What's the inspiration behind the writing and the making of that Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre song?
We just thought it would be fun to make a song that was retelling, like, what if the movie was called Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre? So we just like decided it is like a tribute to the movie, but like have our own spin on it. So it's a song about just like being trapped in a diner and like getting chopped up by someone with a chainsaw, and like it's just fun little wordplay with like the bread and everything in there. It was just, we like to write songs about things we think are cool, like video games and pop culture and wrestling and stuff. So we love horror movies, so we're like, well, what if we had a horror movie based around us? And that's what we came up with.
What happened was true. The most bizarre and brutal series of crimes in America. The Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre.
A dark, stormy night in a trance to the diner.
imagine you're keeping a script in mind, a screenplay down the line here, maybe not in the near to distant future, but another track I want to ask you about is on your Christmas EP, your collaboration with Smash Potato, Nobody Likes You, Booster. It's a song about Turbo Man. Was that a favorite Christmas gift you wanted growing up? Did you want that under the tree, a Turbo Man? Like, Cartman in South Park, he wanted a Mega Man, and he wanted different color variations of it, like 4 or 5. And if he didn't get the right one, he would really get pissed off. What's the story behind Turbo Man?
It's from the movie Jingle All the Way. It's my favorite Christmas movie. It's our guitarist Jordan's favorite Christmas movie. It's a really fun movie. Like, I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like a goofy, feel-good holiday movie. I'm not like super big on Christmas. Jordan loves Christmas, but like I'm not super big on Christmas, and that's like the one movie I have to watch every year. So we decided that it would be fun to make a song about it. So we just, it's just a retelling of the movie essentially, and all of our favorite lines and jokes are in there. We just, like I said, we just like making stuff that we like. Like, it's more fun to write about what you're passionate about. What we're passionate about is nerdy stuff.
Toast Chainsaw Massacre is going to open themselves up after Christmas, 2 days after, on stage at Reggie's Rock Club and Music Joint. Macabre's Holiday of Horror, along with you, it's Bones, and you can go to reggieslive.com for more about that. And I want to thank Josh Kandich of Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre for talking to us. Thanks a lot, Josh.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
It's turbo time.
Turbo Man is here to spend Christmas cheer, fly us down today. Jamie needs one now, they are also down, fools like cookie dough. Going to the mall, trying to get up all he got to. Get the mailman, sold my Turbo Man, I'm not a pervert.
It's the nightmare after Christmas. 2 days, to be exact. A week from Saturday as we speak, Macabre saves the best for last. Okay, 4 days before the last day of 2025. I had to go back and comb through every Macabre release up until their debut in 1987 to find an actual Macabre Christmas song, and it happens to be the namesake title track of the very hauntingly horrific music festival they put together, Holiday of Horror. From their second full-length album, Gloom, released in the beginning of 1989. Kids, your parents need to step in. You don't want to be having nightmares before Christmas over this stuff. It's pretty graphic. Unless, of course, you're asking for every single Macabre album for your Christmas list. Then I think you'll go along with the nightmares and stop them in their tracks before they invade your dreams in your sleep. Saturday, December 27th, Reggie's Rock Club and Music Joint. It's Macabre, Avernus, Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre, Disrobe, Brainbleed, Bones, Dreamline, and Condition Critical. Go to reggieslive.com for the whole scoop about it. So you don't want Santa Claus to hear you scream at the top of your lungs, a blood-curdling scream. Just take what Macabre sang about there with a grain of salt. Santa Claus makes his list, I make mine, and it's about time I made another one. I've checked it at least a gazillion bajillion times, but this is only a list, this is only opinionated, but I give you the gift of another prosperous year in the Chicagoland original metal, punk, alternative rock, and power pop scene. Local Loft, Year in Review 2025. One of my big discoveries of the year was this very unique, eclectic, and diverse soul, funk, and jazz rock band, Your Mom. I first saw them at Goatstock back in May, put on by my friends Deb Sanzo, Jamie Riani, and 13 Monsters at Goat Village in Norwich. They were mesmerizing. They certainly stood out in the crowd, a crowd of mostly aggressive punk, metal, and hard rock. Your Mom is led by the precocious, intimate singer Maura Wolf. She sounds like many of the great legends of jazz, including Ella Fitzgerald, I would say even with tinges of Sheryl Crow and Patti Smith. Your Mom really lit up the stage at Merchant Street Music Fest in late July in Kankakee, Harold and Jean Minor Festival Square. They had such command of the audience, and their free-form, mostly instrumental nature and presentation really was eye-catching and ear-catching. It just made your hair stand up, and you could not divert your attention away for one single second. I interviewed Maura, bassist Andrew Cameron, drummer Alex O'Malley, lead guitarist Tommy Hines, and pianist and keyboardist Andrew Pridmore right after they electrified the crowd at Merchant Street Music Fest's first night, July 25th, 2025. Unfortunately, my mobile equipment wasn't working too well that night, so there's a bit of a garbled transmission, but enough where I understood and you understood that Maura treats her eclectic vocal delivery with care, with plenty of warm-up exercises and throat treatments to make sure that all is conveyed in an intimate yet very awesome fashion. Local Loft's best local alternative rock band of 2025 is Your Mom, who put out their second album on vinyl LP only, Shrinks for Suburbanites, in early September. And off of that, In My Nature.
We are your mom.
Hey, the gym.
Yes, your mom. House is releasing its 12-bar blues song in 2025. You're on it.
To be honest, I think any song that has a good melody can attract anyone, and that's what I hope that we're doing. I saw a lot of people dancing, like, 3-year-olds, and then I saw some older folks, and some middle-aged folks, and some people that are our age, so it's really nice to see them all come up to us after and tell us they enjoyed the set. So we're not singling anyone out, we want everyone to enjoy.
There's poetry on the walls, and I've had the chance to read it, to ponder in the hall. From the chaos I withdraw, and what is left to do now? Boil it down to the bone. I'll only know my truth when everything's exposed. exposed. Well, it must be in my nature. 'Cause I can see it in my hand, ooh. I can hear it in my voice. I'm doing the best I can. Is it something in the way I dress? Has it made it obvious? Is it something in my loneliness? As I make my way home, and looking back now at all the things I have done, all the hints and the clues for who I'd become. First the harbinger strikes, then it cuts like a knife, and this has consumed my whole life, but I still don't even know. No, nothing's set in stone, but I am closer than I've ever been before. Well, it must be in my nature, 'cause I can see it in my hands. I could hear it in my voice. I'm doing the best I can. Is it something in the way I dress? Has it made it obvious? Is it something in my loneliness? As I make my way home, times around the sun, and I can barely function, no. But I'm coming up slowly. 3 times around the sun, and I can barely function.
shit. Oh, we got a bass change. Oh, it's going low.
What's up, punk rock tacos? We got a lot of great bands. Let's start with one of the first greats. Toast!
Oh, thanks, everybody. It's a little hard up here with this humidity doing that shit. Jesus. Yeah, all right, go. Straight to that shit. Broke it down to assimilate faithfully. Ain't no pain. It's all pitches. Born in humane days. I struggle to live. I want that pay. Feed before I feed. Something rhyme, make me bleed. Feed before I feed. Something rhyme, make me bleed. I'm in scored. I'm potential, I'm ignored. I'm quantified. I have an ROI. You wear the mask to please your lords. Behind it, nothing. You're a whore. Feed me before I feed. Something right, make me bleed. Feed me before I feed. Something right, make me bleed.
Wherever they play, it's a hardcore hoedown, a square slam dance. The combination of punk and ragged, beer-swilling southern rock certainly made Tire Fire stand out amongst the crowd. I caught them in the steamy, mosquito-ridden heat of early July at Punk Rock Tacos. Jim Schlattman and the gang certainly don't disappoint. Whether you got alcohol flowing through your bloodstream or you're sober as heck, you're certainly going to move and groove to Tire Fire. They were fed well at Punk Rock Tacos, with plenty of ground beef, tortillas, and crunchy hard shells. The chant of the band's name, Tire Fire, has become pretty synonymous and sticks in your head just like We Want the Beatles. The totally punk anti-government celebration of the people party had everybody protesting and eating in unison. An outdoor extravaganza that also contained Downhill Runner, Take the Reins, and Donkey Punch, containing, and I'm quite sure of it, the first ever transgender band member, a nephew of the lead singer of the band. Jim Schlattman and Tire Fire set Tivoli Bowl ablaze with sizzling, beer-guzzling, ragged punk rock on a very cold night in mid-November as well. Tire Fire gets Local Loft's 2025 Best Original Chicagoland Punk Band honors. Congratulations, Jim and Tire Fire. Galloping their way into Punk Rock Tacos from mid-August, Sizzler, and we don't mean outdoor heat-wise either, was Four Horsemen. Much of their lyrics and musical content's very dark. However, they touch upon some serious issues. While most bands sing about being proud to tote a gun and shoot it at anything or anyone, Four Horsemen takes offense with anybody who packs a pistol. One of the greatest anti-gun rant songs ever made by anyone is their Bang Bang, which we're going to hear. After their sweat-draining set at Punk Rock Taco's second outdoor show in mid-August, I caught up with singer Nick Smoots, drummer Johnny Park, guitarist Justin J.J. Kilzer, and bassist Bob Matsky. Highly political, yet also very topical. as you're about to hear. The recoil from the protest message in this one will certainly stick in your head for many years to come. Bang Bang from Local Loft's 2025 Best Original Metal Band, Four Horsemen.
Welcome to the second outdoor punk rock taco show at Summit. And now, the second half of the band who makes lunch better, Four Horsemen. Other bands, that's how you work with. That name again is misspelled.
What are you going to be pissed off lyrically with this album? Maybe POTUS number 47?
Probably. Everything that we can be pissed off at, we're going to be pissed off at it.
For thousands of years, humanity lived in peace, without any murders or violence at all. And then, firearms were invented.
Around and people start to run. And when I feel the heat, I kick down that door and people to the street. Death rings down, coming from the sky. That's when you know you're about to die. The screaming that's coming from the street. Bang, 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 we're about to meet. I got a brand new beat. When they gun around and people hit the ground, and damn it, my heart is stopped to beat. Blood stopped to fall raining down in sheets. Death rings down, coming from the sky. That's when you know you're about to die. The screaming is coming from the street. Bang, 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 we're about to meet.
You guys are fucking awesome. Electrical Festival, that's where you're going. We are Wolf Dozer.
Burn, Deviant, Stop, Drop, and Die. Wolf Dozer brought the thunder way before Mother Nature even chimed in. There was lightning generated from some special lighting effects, but these guys certainly were seismic. I felt the floor, the stage of the floor pounding, and you could see the little dresser in front of the stage. The drums made it pound like subwoofers. I've got all four members of Wolf Dozer here. Lucas.
That's right. Owen. Randy. Justin.
And their debut album is going to be out, Volume 001. Well, that's what you called it when you emailed it to me. Is that the official title of it?
That's the official title, Volume 1.
Volume 001. That'll be out this Friday. You can already pre-order it on Amazon. Well, Lucas, you guys don't have a lead guitar solo in your very effective, very seismic metal sound here, but you have a lead harmonica, which it's like your tongue and razor blades. I mean, man, that was incredible.
Thanks, man. You know, when we first got together, we tried a few different instruments, but the harmonica just immediately fit, and we're like, all right, we got to go with that, and we made it work. You know, you don't see a lot of metal anymore using that instrument and the harmonica, so yeah, we had to put it in there, and if it flows, it works.
And last I checked, a harmonica is made out of metal. Heavy metal, in this case. Blending traditional, classic, bluesy, southern rock, and power metal especially. Wolf Dozer just might present serious competition to those who coined the phrase Southern Fried Metal. That would be my friends in Redneck Remedy. Certainly carrying on that raunchy, bluesy, yet very sludgy sound that John David Daly, Chris Pancho Cerullo, John Tiny Milliken, and Nick Steele started. Wolf Dozer plays it more traditional. When I talked to them in episode 399 from Kankakee Estival Festival in late September, I knew this band was something unique. Not too many lead guitar solos in any of the tracks you'll find on Wolf Dozer's debut album, Volume 1. But there's plenty of lead harmonica, and Lucas Thoreau plays it nicely. I told him it was like he's tongue and razor blades. It made heavy enough an impact that it became Local Loft's 2025 original Chicagoland Best Metal Album. Congrats to Lucas and the guys in Wolf Dozer. They certainly made their presence known, tearing up the stage, the Faber Financial stage, and making all the leaves fall off the trees. Mother Nature didn't need any help in doing that. In 2026, and this was recently posted on Wolf Dozer's Facebook page, they'll make more of an impact when they open up for national hardcore metal act Texas Hippie Coalition on a national tour. It does include a Tuesday, April 2nd show at Hobart Arts Theater in Hobart, Indiana, where Wolf Dozer, alongside All Outta Gum, the new band featuring former Catapulta Propaganda bassist Leah Collette, played their last show of 2025. For more about this, you can go to Wolf Dozer's Facebook page. Wolf Dozer Live is something to be seen and heard. And there were plenty of other live events and concerts that really made 2025 rock. Before I unveil which local live show was the best of the year, I certainly have to bring up, and it was my first time there, the Illinois Rock Museum and Hall of Fame induction ceremony back on September 14th at Rialto Square Theater in Joliet. For my first time, it was certainly something magical. Not just some of the biggest, most well-known veteran rock acts, including, and who'd have thunk he would have made it all the way from LA just to be here for this prestigious event, but Chicago-born David Drainman, singer and founding member of Disturbed, as the band was inducted. Still a scary-looking dude with his deep, sinister voice. Speaking voice, that is. You all know his screaming voice if you get down with the sickness. But the night's highlight, as far as rock bands go, belonged to Enough's Enough, and for good reason. For the first time in many years, over a decade, original co-founders Chips Enough and Donnie V joined forces once again and reunited for this special occasion. And it was like 1989 and their self-titled debut album and Hairbangers Ball all over again. Yeah, they co-hosted that back on MTV 36 years ago, if you remember. Singing New Thing and Baby Loves You and Fly High Michelle like it was yesterday. There were also prominent legendary radio personalities and stations that were inducted. WCFL, for example, who wasn't influenced by the Big Ten. In a year in which we saw its actual transmitter in Downers Grove, just off of Fairview Avenue and 39th Street, topple down. Its triple towers were actually dismantled and demolished. They switched a long time ago to ESPN Radio, and their transmitter is somewhere out in Joliet, sharing tower space with WBBM News Radio 780, I believe. Along with CFL, they made the fastest change from album-oriented rock to adult contemporary to alternative, mostly on shuffle. Q101, prominent leader of the Stroud crowd, Bob Stroud, was inducted. Even though he did not make the induction ceremony, he came down with COVID that night. One of his buddies and somebody who was with him at past radio stations he had been, including The Loop, Mitch Michaels, inducted him. Mitch should have gotten an induction himself. With his track record and resume and his storied history, all the stations he's been at, The Loop, WCKG in the late 80s and 90s, and 95.9 The River before they sacked him. That means fired in British terms. Ron Romero and his staff and his crew certainly put together a magical night. But a week before that was Celebration. This was the second time I had been to one. It's Chicagoland bands and artists coming together for two very significant causes: suicide prevention and substance abuse. A very well-organized, well-run event once again. 2 years ago it was thrown by Chris Radowski of Let Them Fight and Chainwax. This time around, well, all forces and all bands joined together and made it truly a universal event. We're going to hear from Colleen Wilde and The Haunted, who just dazzled and lit up the stage, and it was not just Colleen's blue multicolored hairdo. They who were at the first celebration, and this time he was unmasked when I interviewed him right outside the forge just after. They went on and managed to say no to no again. The Party of No. The Lunatics Fringe. I interviewed Mr. Fringe and he was out of makeup, out of costume. It was sort of an unmasked deal, you know, like Kiss in '83 on MTV. Mr. Fringe has been fighting an ongoing battle with the Party of No, one in which he's always come out on top. He's found a way to outwit them, even though their unannounced and unwelcome presence meant the abduction of a couple of members of the band. Their third album, Threatening the Order, is sort of a enough of this already scenario. They adopt a you can't kill rock and roll attitude, first conveyed by Ozzy, rest in peace, the most significant rock death of 2025 without a doubt. The first single certainly conveys the stop fucking with us because we're not going to take any more of your shit. Counterinsurgency, as done live by Lunatics Fringe, September 7th, 2025, at the Forge in Joliet for a celebration. Local Loft's best Chicagoland original local live show of 2025. So the saga continues. The Lunatics Fringe versus the Party of No. But at this point in time, Mr. Fringe has met his breaking point. He's at his breaking point, I should say. And he calls out the Party of No, saying, we're coming for you. And Counterinsurgency, that's the last track on Threatening the Order. It's the third full-length album from Lunatics Fringe. I have Mr. Fringe here unmasked. Hey, even Kiss took off their makeup, you know. Mr. Fringe doesn't have MTV cameras in front of him, but he's here. Despite a couple of technical difficulties in their show, a nice rockin' set here tonight at the second annual celebration here at the Forge in Joliet. Well, sir, let me ask you, you have met your breaking point with the Party of No, have you not?
It's getting a little bit ridiculous at this point. Yeah, I'm over it now, and I'm about done. I've literally thought about throwing in the towel a little bit here because it's just getting to be a little too much.
Well, in song, you pretty much are giving the Party of No more than just a stern warning here. Watch out or else.
That's right. I mean, but you know what? We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We're coming from the Party of No. We don't ever want to let down. We want to keep rock and roll music alive. With that being said, though, I am so tired. I'm so worn out. I'm so old. And I'm about over it.
This is to say that, for example, if you're dealing with a Quaker pacifist who is constantly being beaten around the head by the neighborhood bully, and who suddenly, at one given moment in his life, says, I will not turn my cheek again, I will hit back, and does so, you must absolutely believe that there is a moment when a man will turn his back on a fundamental belief and do something foreign to his nature.
Beneath the moon's shimmering light, I conjure a spark to defy the night. With these musical wires in the pulse of the storm, I seek to reanimate this lifeless form, sending a surge through the veins of a heart grown still, to awaken the flesh by sheer forced will. And so it goes, they always say, and you'll live to fight another day. But I can't sit still and still move forward. Oh, we're coming for you, and we're threatening the order.
Hey, this is Colleen Wild, and you're listening to the Local Loft.
emotional, passionate singing from the heart, both dark and upbeat lyrics, and she brings fiery energy to every performance, whether on her own or with her band The Haunted. Colleen Wilde certainly electrified the stage at a celebration back on September 7th at the Forge in Joliet. Hounded was a new song that her and the band had been working on. She's been a part of several duos, and her harmonies are spot on and exquisite all the time, including Rhodian Wild, and as part of a nice surrealistic 1940s old-time radio recreation, the Spectral Silhouette Radio Show. And in her acoustic sets on her own, Colleen Wilde spends the weekend before Christmas in the Black and Blue Holiday Show at Shanahan's in Woodridge tonight, December 21st. Definitely the magic, the spot-on tight, detailed playing at a celebration. Local Loft's 2025 Original Chicagoland Best Live Local Show. And that gets us down to the best local Chicagoland original rock album of the year. And for this one, a band who puts Rockford on the rock and roll map as much as Cheap Trick has done for 4 decades. Solar always, as its distinctive musical characteristic, has been the emotional, intimate, yet very powerful singing of Stephanie Jennings. With their 5th studio album, Frantically Calm, they have branched out. The music itself has gotten as heavy as it ever has, certainly not just power chords, but Stephanie and husband Brad Jennings have been trading off and doing incredible vocal harmonies. Brad actually has been given a couple of spotlight songs to showcase his powerful yet gruff vocal. I've been meaning to get out and check out Solar. Stephanie Jennings has promised me that when they play Big Basin Saloon, right next to the Des Plaines River in Shanahan, you go over the big steel I-55 bridge and you'll see it on your right, that there will be an in-person interview with Stephanie Jennings and Solar. And you can bet my friends Brian Corbin, Mike Getz, John Daniel, and Will Hart of Convoy will be there, because normally they co-headline together in that same venue, either that or the Forge in Joliet. Frantically Calm is Local Loft's 2025 Original Chicagoland Best Rock Album of the Year. Congrats to Stephanie and Brad Jennings and the rest of Solar. Showcase your best to everyone listening around the world. Get me Tim Lamping, your music, CD, vinyl, LP, cassette, reel-to-reel tape. Get me an MP3, wave or FLAC. TimLamp1 at yahoo.com, timcatdj@gmail.com. Send me an email, I'll send you a mailing address before you send me any physical stuff. Download every episode of Local Loft on podbean.com or stream it on YouTube or the Podbean app. Frantically Calm, from the best original Chicagoland rock album of 2025. And Solar, the best original Chicagoland rock band of 2025. And we'll see you all again in 2026.
We had a wonderful 20th year anniversary, all the shows and the tour, and we look forward to another 20 years.
Oh no, not 20 years. 20 minutes, maybe.
I'm frantically cold.
Anybody else have any commitment issues?
You can't get rid of me. I started this band.
It's been almost...
We are definitely moving forward. So that is often confusion, but Frantically Calm is our 4th album. And I appreciate that you mentioned the harmony and the duet that Brad and I have on the title track, and we have a few more of those throughout the album. It is, I think, our best album yet. Oracle was huge for us, but when we started putting Frantically Calm together, it has a darker, a moodier vibe, yet all the songs in classic Solar fashion are always empowering. We have heavy riffs and we have huge vocals and chorus melodies that really, I think that this is going to be our best album that we've put out so far. Everyone can kind of build their own bridge to get to the other side. It's kind of my analogy for that.
Broken mind, seeking out acceptance, wanting everything you'll find. I only ask you're kind and gentle what you say. Tear away my fears, I'm with you all the way. Keep your prayers, I'm undone, I'm desperately resolved. Endlessly I surrender, I'm frantically calm. My eyes plead for you to see abandoned shame. Living without mercy, a survival game. I'm unbridled and composed at the same time. I ask only for you from a broken mind. Keep your prayers, I'm undone, I'm desperately resolved. Endlessly I surrender, I'm frantically calm. Watch my reflection, upset the mantra, manic exhaustion in free fall. Keep your prayers, I'm undone, I'm desperately resolved. Endlessly I surrender, I'm frantically calm. Keep your prayers, I'm undone, I'm desperately resolved. Endlessly I surrender, I'm frantically calm.